Yeah, it depends on how much I post. I do dance content, sometimes comedy when I'm feeling it, and then I sing occasionally.
How do you make money as a creator?
So I do brand deals and off the Snapchat mid-roll program.
How much do you make on Snapchat?
15 to 25K a month.
A month?
Yeah, it depends on how much I post. In general, 500 to 700K a year, something like that.
Oh my God, you're killing it.
I'm trying my best.
Any advice for other creators on how they can monetize that has worked for you?
Be consistent, show your authentic self, because most people try to filter themselves, and brands like to work with you because you're you. So I always try to show who I am as a person and show what I'm capable of and what I can express through my content. I literally just did like a Indiana Jones movie, and I was outside because I used my competitive cheer skills, and I was outside flipping, rolling on my back. I looked like a little washed up armadillo, but I did that and they loved the content. So it's just, I encourage everybody to be themselves and like just show what they can do.
So far, the highest brand deal that I've gotten paid that I was shook about was $12,000. Doing that for content, I was like, okay, I might have to make that my main hustle. I am the Gen Z publicist. The kind of content I create is really just my lifestyle and showing what it is to be a Gen Z publicist and amplifying the new, now, and next. Just the day-to-day struggles of being a young professional. Some of the things that I see, some of the things I want to change.
How do you make money on social media?
With having this platform, so far, I've gotten a few branded opportunities, public speaking engagements, and creating content, that user-generated content that people love nowadays.
Yeah.
That's been really where the money's coming in.
What is your market rate? Like, how much do you charge to work with brands?
You know, I work with all budgets. I'm very flexible, and the reason being is because I'm operating it as a side gig, and then I'm also super passionate about a lot of the projects and brands that I get to engage with. So, it just depends. You hit me on a sad day, but at the end of the day, I think it's really about how much time I'm taking away from actually being a publicist, because I never want to be a professional where my brand supersedes the actual work that I do.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're taking 3 hours from my time, I'm gonna charge you for those 3 hours that should have been given to my, clients.
My channel is Declassified College. I'm not the face of it. I run the media company behind it.
What is your market rate when you work with brands?
It's usually somewhere between 3 to 10K per video. It depends on a lot of factors of
Right.
what platforms they want to post it on, rights, and everything like that.
How do you make money?
A lot of it's through brand deals. And the best way to explain it is, I guess, is appearances. We'll come out to different campuses and do some work with the schools.
Any advice for creators?
Most creators I talk to, they're very focused on the creator side, which is amazing, but you need to understand the business side, because if you don't understand the game, then that means the game's playing you.
Holy crap, wait, so you said 2K to 100K.
Yeah.
What's the variable difference?
I talk about mental health, body image, and confidence.
How do you make money as a creator?
I make money through brand deals, through public speaking, and my children's book.
What's your market rate when you work with brand deals?
Anywhere from 2K to 100K. Depends on usage rights, the kind of brand. So I work with pharma. A lot of times when you work with people with a lot of more, not more money, but just more precautions and a lot more regulation and specificity in the brand deal, you have flexibility as a creator, but you also have to be really, really focused on promoting the product in a way that is also adhering to FDA guidelines, which is very specific, not only FTC guidelines.
You probably have to legally protect yourself too,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, don't forget about paying lawyers and the agent and the manager.
How long did it take for you to start making money as a creator?
I was a college ambassador for a bunch of brands, making $15 an hour back in the day, and that was probably 5 years ago, and I've been a creator full-time for 3 years.
Amazing. So you are killing it. How much do you make, you think, a year on average?
Just over 150K.
Do you feel well compensated? Is this
No.
Tell me more.
No, I think that creators should be paid a lot more for their voice and what they're doing. Sometimes I think that creators are just used for their platform, not necessarily their unique voice as a public speaker or an entrepreneur or business, but also part of that is because creators don't always run their handles as a business.
I do comedy content. So I started as a stand-up comedian, moved to sketch when the whole world kind of shut down.
How do you make money as a creator?
Some of the money comes from stand-up comedy still. On the creating side, I do a lot of in-stream video ads, so YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I also have a Patreon.
How much do you make from brand deals? What's your market rate?
It depends on the brand. I've quoted anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 depending.
How do you understand what your market rate is? Do you ask other creators? What's your process?
I just pick a number that I think would be worth my time specifically, and I spend a lot of my time trying to convince other creators to charge more money, because the way that I see it is, They're replacing an entire commercial agency with us. We're writing, filming, producing, editing, and making a commercial for them. Charge them accordingly. Regardless of what your following is or anything, start at $5,000. If they don't have the money for that, that's okay. There's going to be more opportunities, and you can end on a positive note of things like, hey, if your market pool, increases at any point, I would love to work with you in the future.
There you go.
I'm the co-founder and CEO of Pay Me, which is a Glassdoor for creators website. If you have a following on social media and brands are asking you to post about them, you can look them up on FYPM and see how much they paid other people for the same thing. A lot of creators just don't know that they can ask for money and should be paid for this type of work, and then the next level is like, okay, what's my baseline?
What is a baseline? Like, how many followers do you think you need to have to start monetizing?
None. You can charge for usage, you can charge for all sorts of stuff.
What is like a good average baseline number you see creators charge for?
The median price per reel, if you have 0 to 10K followers on Instagram, is $218. If you have between 50 and 100K, it starts at $878. If you have over 1 million, it starts at $4,000. But then it varies a lot by industry. Share your salary. It keeps rates expensive for brands.